A dam wall collapse in Jagersfontein has left hundreds displaced. Electricity has been cut off and people are struggling to find fresh water. Emergency services and aid organizations like Gift of the Givers are providing some relief. Let's go to our reporter Manqoba Mchunu, who joins us now live from the area. Manqoba, it looks like you've made your way to one of the community halls where residents have been sent, if I'm correct. Can you just tell us what you're seeing around there?
Well, Masiko, can definitely tell you that it's a hive of activity here. We're here by one of the hospitals here in the area, Diamond Hospital, and this is where some of the survivors have been hospitalized. We know that there are over 30 people that have been admitted here in hospital, some for broken limbs, some for different ailments, but of course it all has to do with the flood that happened in that particular area. But here too, Masiko, this is where the Joint Operational Center has also been set up by the provincial government, and this is where they're monitoring what is coming from those flood-stricken areas. And we do understand that there are also disaster management teams that are here on the ground, and it's a multidisciplinary team that is here, police as well as search and rescue as well as medics, and some of those organizations, of course, that provide aid to the communities that are in distress currently. We do understand that over 200 people have been displaced, and many of them have been sent to different halls in the area, as well as some have been sent to areas like Bloemfontein, where they are currently seeking refuge. But I want to bring in Claudia from Red Cross just to give us a sense of just how bad the situation is on the ground. Claudia, let me start here, and thank you for your time. How bad is the situation in terms of the aid that is required on the ground? How many people are we talking about here?
We're talking about 399 people that have been affected, individuals, and we managed to do assessment working together with the Department of Social Development. So with that assessment that we just concluded on, we have about 260 households that have been affected. So it's a very serious devastating incident. So we actually provided psychosocial support from yesterday and continuing today once some of them arrives. And then we also have been providing hot meals yesterday after we've done our assessment. And then today we came with our teams also to continue with psychosocial support and also to provide relief items like your food parcels, your mattresses, as well as blankets and clothes. As you can see, some of them yesterday, their houses completely collapsed. So they were left with the clothes that they were only wearing. So we actually bought some clothes with, and we'll continue to bring some more tomorrow. So our assistants, we're working collectively with Department of Social Development and other NGOs.
And in terms of, it mustn't be, surely it's not easy, trying to deal with a situation like this, but in terms of supplies, do you have enough supplies to cater for these people that are in distress right now?
Not necessarily so, because as you know that we just came out of one disaster in KZN, and now, having this one again. So we need as much as support as we can get. So we are calling on our communities and other, companies, but we also receive some support also from Centam. So we appreciate the support that we receive from them, but we're also appealing to our communities that they can come forth, they can liaise with our offices and our HQ, and in Pretoria, in Joburg, and then also in Bloemfontein. Our provincial office is based in Bloemfontein. So whatever assistance that is there, it's more than welcome.
Tell us more about the operations. We know that there are also search and rescue operations that are taking place on the ground. Your involvement as far as that is concerned?
Our involvement is only to provide first aid services when it's needed. But yesterday, we actually, when we were doing assessment, some of the team from the search and rescue were actually searching for other people that went missing. So it was yesterday, after we left, there was no luck, but one person was recovered, and unfortunately the person was deceased. So they're continuing to search for others. As you can see, when you go to the other side, not the Itumeleng side, but the other side, you would see that the team is still there trying to rescue. SPCA also is here on the ground working with one of our volunteers, because we identified some of the animals that were stuck in the mud. So they're trying as hard as they can to actually assist.
Okay. Well, thank you for speaking to us, Claudia. Well, we did speak to SPCA just an hour ago where they really, showed us the work that they're doing in terms of trying to save some of the animals. We understand that there are about over 500 animals that have been saved. Some of them had to be put down because of the toxicity of the sludge that they had swallowed when they were found. So it just tells you just how dire the situation is right now. We understand that electricity has been cut off in some other parts of this particular town. Also, network is a problem. Network lines have also been cut down. But more seriously, I think water as well as, accessibility to homes as well. That is what has been largely disrupted here by this flood that has occurred here in this neighborhood. But of course, we are expecting President Cyril Ramaphosa to arrive here. We have seen his security detail around here, and we are told that he will be arriving this afternoon, perhaps to try and get a sense of what had happened here, and also just to speak to community members here who are pretty much in distress currently at the moment. Many are displaced, as you heard, over 300 people at this particular moment still without homes.
All right, Manqoba Mchunu, with that report, we'll of course come back to you as soon as you let us know that you're catching a glimpse of President Cyril Ramaphosa. That is Manqoba Mchunu live for us in Jagersfontein.